In this video, we are going to talk about the GIFI and why it is so important to how the entire program works, including the financial statements. So instead of having a lot of different groupings, lead sheets, grouping accounts, we are strictly going to use the GIFI to form our financial statements, which is why it was so important in the trial balance that we did include that GIFI during the import process. Now that GIFI is going to remain there year after year and be tied to this particular client. And it is using initially the GIFI that comes straight from our government, from the CRA. And so there's some times where maybe the terminology that is used within that GIFI is not what your clients want to see on their financial statements. And we allow you to change the name so that it can be nicely seen on the balance sheet and on the income statement. So to do that, we are going to go into the trial balance tab from the financial statement section. So this trial balance, it is what is going to pull all of the accounts that are linked to this GIFI together. So for example, accounts receivable has three, in this example, has three different GL accounts that are tying to the one amount that is going to be on the balance sheet. And this is coming through as accounts receivable. So maybe I want to change the name of that. So if I click on it, it allows me to give it an alias. And the alias is what is going to then come through to the financial statements and be on your balance sheet. So maybe I just want to say accounts and other receivables, just for examples. Once I select Save, you will see that that name has changed here. It did not change any of the GL accounts that were being consolidated into and totaling into that number. But now if I go back to my statement, I'm going to refresh my balance sheet because I like to do that anytime I've made a change. I can now see that that accounts receivable now says accounts and other receivable. Now, once I've changed it once, it is going to be tied to this client. So when I roll forward this file next year, that change is already going to be made. It really is a one-time setup that you're going to need to do.